Hello, my name is Becca, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing the intimidating TBR tag for you all. As usual, I haven't been tagged by anybody, and I probably won't tag anybody either, but there you go, I'm doing it anyway. Question 1 is a book on your TBR pile that you haven't finished. Now, I'm not the kind of person that starts books and doesn't finish them. If I pick up a book, it's because I intend to read it, and I'll just read it from start to finish. But I do have an answer for this, and it's the book that I'm currently reading. I recently got an arc for Invictus from Ryan Grodin on NetGalley, and I only got it last week, and I tried the first chapter and then I left it for like a week, and then I started reading it again. So far it's really good, and I have almost finished it. I don't think this answer is what the question intends, but it's the best one I've got. Number 2 is a book you just haven't had the time to read. This is a book that I don't currently own, but it is on my radar, and I will buy it when I get around to it, but I need to reread the rest of the series first. And it is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. I read the first 2 books and I really liked them. I didn't really love them like most people do, which is why I haven't jumped to read A Conjuring of Light, but it is something I'm going to get around to soon, probably early next year, because it's not really on my priorities list right now. I think the reason that I didn't love them is because the way V.E. Schwab's writing is, I don't really feel much of an attachment to the characters. I find it quite distant. And so while I did enjoy the storyline, I wasn't fully engrossed. Question number 3, a book you haven't read because it's a sequel. This is like, it's not because it's a sequel, it's because it's a companion sequel, and it is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I have read the Grisha series and I did like it, again didn't love it, and I know that I don't have to read the Grisha, and I already have read them, to read Six of Crows, but I'd like to reread the series just as a refresh to get re-immersed in the world. Number 5 is a book by an author you've read previously but didn't really like, and that is Frost Like Night by Sarah Rosh. Yeah. This is Snow Like Ashes. I was really excited to read this series because it's sort of like an epic high YA fantasy type book, but I just found it really lacking. I can't explain why I didn't like it, I didn't really get into it. I have the first 2 books in American hardback, and I do need to read the 3rd book to conclude the series. I just haven't got around to it again. Like A Conjuring of Light, it isn't really a priority, especially because I wasn't really a huge fan of the first 2 books. Question number 6, a book on your TBR that you're not in the mood for. Okay, this is quite difficult for me because it is my most anticipated release of 2017. I really do want to read it. I'm really excited, but there's just something, every time I go to pick it up, I'm just like, nope, not going to read it. I was actually supposed to read it. I'm supposed to be reading it right now, but I chose to read Invictus instead. And yeah, it's A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I just don't want the series to end. That must be it. It's my favourite series ever, and I just don't want it to end, so I'm really just putting off reading this. I am going to pick it up after Invictus, hopefully, because I just kind of need to get on with it, but I'm just not feeling it right now. Okay, so I missed out question 4, and that is a book you haven't read because it's brand new, and this is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I recently bought it for my Kindle, so I do have it. I just haven't got around to it yet because I think it came out literally either this week or last week. I haven't read anything by Adam Silvera before. I really want to read History Is All You Left Me, but I picked up They Both Die at the End for a really good price considering it's new, so I'll probably start with that one. Question number 7, a book you haven't read because it's enormous. This one, I've gone for Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I do really want to read these because I really like the TV show, but there's the six books in the series so far, and they're all huge, so it's going to be really time consuming. I've had the opportunity to read these lots of times and just decided not to because of the size. But I think I'm more into reading big books now. The books that I read are a lot bigger than they used to be, so it wouldn't be as much of a challenge, and I'm considering picking these up very soon. Question number 8 is a book you bought because of the cover, and for this I've gone for Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I think this is different to the American cover. I saw this in Waterstones and I really wanted it, but it was something like £12, and then I found it for £5 on Amazon. But the thing that drew me in was the cover. I haven't read a lot of books about sort of carnivals and circuses. I did read The Night Circus. I liked it. I wasn't like amazed, but I did like the circus setting of it. So I do think that I will quite like this, and the cover is just beautiful. And last of all, question number 9, the book you find the most intimidating. For this I've picked Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. The whole reason I find this intimidating is because I really want to like them. Everybody else does. I want to read more high fantasy, and this is adult high fantasy. It's just, I think it's because I really want to like his books because he has so many, so then I'll have a lot to read. So if I don't like them, I'll be really disappointed because I just assume that I am going to. So that's everything for the intimidating TBR tag. I hope you like this video. I'm not going to tag anybody because I don't know who's done this. I'm not sure if it's I think it's an oldish tag, so a lot of people already will have, and I don't have that many booktuber friends yet. But I hope you like this video. That's everything from me. If you go into the down bar, you can find a link to my Instagram and also a link to my Goodreads if you want to be my friend on there so we can talk about books. If any of these books are on your TBR, then please drop a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. That's everything from me today. Bye!